General Hospital.
The walls of Port Charles have seen their share of secrets, betrayals, and unexpected alliances, but nothing could have prepared residents for the mystery quietly unfolding behind the doors of Willow's home. For days, rumors have been circulating throughout town that someone dangerous has been operating in the shadows. Most believed the whispers were exaggerated. Others assumed the threat was long gone. But as new clues begin to emerge, it becomes clear that the truth is far more complicated than anyone imagined. What nobody realizes at first is that Sidwell has been keeping an incredibly low profile, carefully avoiding attention while watching events unfold from a place no one would ever suspect. And that place may be Willow's own home. The possibility sends shockwaves through Port Charles. Willow has spent months trying to rebuild her life. After facing emotional turmoil, family conflicts, and endless uncertainty, she finally believed she was finding stability. Her focus remained on protecting the people she loves and creating a peaceful future. Unfortunately, peace never seems to last very long in Port Charles. Everything begins when several unusual incidents start occurring around town. Conversations that should have remained private somehow become public knowledge. Important information finds its way into the wrong hands. Strategic moves made by powerful individuals are anticipated before they can be carried out. At first, these incidents appear unrelated, but eventually a disturbing pattern emerges. Someone is watching. Someone is listening. Someone knows far too much. As concerns grow, several residents begin searching for answers. Their investigation leads them down a path filled with dead ends, misleading evidence, and growing paranoia. Meanwhile, Sidwell remains one step ahead. His ability to stay hidden frustrates everyone attempting to uncover the truth. What makes the situation even more alarming is that Sidwell appears to be gathering information rather than acting immediately. Every conversation, every disagreement, and every secret seems to hold value to him. The question becomes obvious: why? What is he planning? And who is his real target? As suspicion spreads, attention turns toward a prominent congresswoman whose recent political decisions have attracted both support and criticism. She has built a reputation for confidence and determination. Few people have ever managed to intimidate her. That confidence begins to crack when she receives a message. The warning is simple. Someone knows her secrets. Someone has access to information that could destroy everything she has worked for. At first, she dismisses the threat. Political figures receive warnings all the time. But then additional details emerge, details that should have been impossible for anyone else to know. The realization sends a chill down her spine. Whoever is behind this has access to highly sensitive information, and they are not afraid to use it. As pressure mounts, the congresswoman becomes increasingly desperate to identify the source of the threat before it causes irreversible damage. Unfortunately, every attempt to uncover the truth seems to lead nowhere. Meanwhile, Willow begins noticing strange things inside her own home. Objects appear slightly out of place. Doors that were closed seem partially open. Small sounds echo through the house late at night. None of it is dramatic enough to immediately raise alarms, yet something feels wrong. At first, she convinces herself that stress is affecting her judgment. It would be understandable. Still, the feeling refuses to disappear. Someone may have been inside her home. Someone may still be there. As these fears grow, Willow confides in a trusted friend. Together, they begin examining recent events more closely. The more they investigate, the more unsettling the situation becomes. Tiny details that once seemed insignificant suddenly form a much larger picture. A missing document, a mysterious vehicle spotted nearby, unexplained movements around the property. Individually, none of these clues prove anything. Together, they suggest something far more troubling. Someone has been operating nearby for quite some time. Elsewhere in Port Charles, several key players find themselves drawn into the mystery. Some are motivated by loyalty, others are driven by curiosity. A few see an opportunity to gain leverage. As alliances form and information spreads, tensions continue rising. No one knows who can be trusted, no one knows how deep the deception runs, and most importantly, no one knows exactly what Sidwell wants. The answer may be more dangerous than anyone expects. Sources close to the situation begin suggesting that Sidwell's ultimate objective is not simply survival. He's building something, gathering information, collecting favors, creating pressure points. Every secret he uncovers becomes another piece of a much larger strategy. That strategy could affect some of the most powerful people in Port Charles. The Congresswoman soon finds herself facing an impossible dilemma. If she ignores the threats, she risks losing control of the situation. If she responds, she could reveal vulnerabilities she desperately wants hidden. Every option carries consequences. Every decision creates new risks. As her anxiety grows, so does Sidwell's confidence.
He appears to know exactly how much pressure to apply, enough to create fear, not enough to expose himself. It is a dangerous game, and he seems determined to win. Back at Willow's house, events take an even more shocking turn. One evening, evidence finally emerges suggesting that her suspicions were justified all along. Someone has indeed been using the property as a safe place to remain hidden from public view. The discovery leaves Willow stunned. Questions race through her mind. How long has this been happening? Who helped make it possible? Was she being watched the entire time? The emotional impact is immediate. Feelings of violation, confusion, and anger begin overwhelming her. The place she considered safe suddenly feels unfamiliar. Every room becomes a reminder that secrets were hiding in plain sight. News of the discovery spreads quickly. Port Charles erupts with speculation. Friends and enemies alike attempt to understand how such a shocking situation remained hidden for so long. Some blame Sidwell. Others wonder whether someone else played a role behind the scenes. The uncertainty only fuels further rumors. As investigations intensify, several unexpected names become connected to the unfolding drama. Old rivalries resurface, long-buried conflicts return, relationships are tested, trust becomes increasingly difficult to maintain. Even individuals who believed they were far removed from the situation suddenly find themselves affected. That is the nature of secrets in Port Charles. They never remain isolated. Eventually, they touch everyone. The Congresswoman faces perhaps the most difficult challenge of her career when additional information threatens to become public. Her carefully constructed image begins showing cracks. Political allies become nervous, opponents become energized, supporters demand answers. The pressure becomes relentless. At the same time, Sidwell continues maneuvering from the shadows. His confidence suggests he still possesses information capable of changing everything. The possibility terrifies those who understand just how dangerous knowledge can be in the wrong hands. Willow refuses to remain a victim. Determined to reclaim control, she begins actively participating in efforts to uncover the full truth. Her determination earns admiration from those around her. Instead of allowing fear to dictate her actions, she chooses courage. Instead of retreating, she pushes forward. The decision may ultimately change everything. As multiple investigations begin converging, the distance between questions and answers starts shrinking. Individuals who once worked independently begin sharing information. Pieces of the puzzle finally start connecting. What emerges is a complicated web of secrets, manipulation, and hidden agendas stretching far beyond what anyone initially suspected. The revelation leaves Port Charles stunned. Some relationships may never recover, some reputations may never fully heal, and some secrets may prove impossible to contain. Yet, even as major truths come to light, one question remains. Has Sidwell revealed his entire plan, or is the biggest surprise still waiting around the corner? If recent events have proven anything, it is that nothing in Port Charles is ever as simple as it appears. Every answer creates new questions, every secret uncovers another mystery, and every victory comes with unexpected consequences. With Willow fighting for peace, the Congresswoman battling growing pressure, and Sidwell continuing to operate as an unpredictable force, the stage is set for explosive developments that could reshape countless lives. The truth is finally beginning to surface, but in Port Charles, the truth often arrives with a price, and this time, that price could be higher than anyone is prepared to pay. For more General Hospital spoilers, theories, and dramatic Port Charles developments, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your predictions below. What is Sidwell really planning, and who will ultimately expose the final piece of the puzzle?